what I'm gonna do now.
So this is my account on, well, I just created this earlier just so I can show you and walk you through what your VA will be doing for you. We've got here, now actually before I do that, what I want to show you first is exactly what this instruction system looks like. So I'm a low-tech kind of girl. I think you can solve lots of problems using free tools that are low-tech. Low-tech solutions for high-tech problems, what they say. Okay. So I'm using a simple spreadsheet, and what I've got here is three different tabs, and in between them is the data scraping CSV file where your VA will enter all the data. The three tabs show the three different strategies. So we've got here sold subject to contract, we've got probate properties, and we've got unsold at auction properties. Okay. So sold subject to contract. Just in case your VA doesn't know where the URL is, it's all in there. So all the instructions that you need to fill in with your own area or your own strategy that you have in mind in terms of your own property investing strategy, then this is all you need to type in. After you type your instructions, in a way, this is your instruction to the VA. When she receives this, this is all she needs to know to start working for you. Okay. So area, you need to tell her where you want her to find properties, minimum, maximum price. It's basically all the filters that you would put in to Rightmove and Zoopla yourself in order to find properties. Okay, I've put in here in red just so everyone is clear, including the VA of course, because this is the strategy that we're using, is that she needs to be selecting sold subject to contract properties, listings, I mean. Okay, we've got here keywords just in case you want to be putting keywords like cash only or in need of or subject to, because that would indicate that there might be a potential for development in that property. I think I'm not so sure if one of you might be into commercial property. I am going to admit right now that this is just solely for residential property. The strategies that I'm teaching you tonight. But if these are applicable to a commercial property search, then by all means, you can use the same instruction spreadsheet. Okay. So whatever the VA can find using Rightmove, she will then type it in here. And this, when saved as a CSV file, will be recognized by Stannp. And Stannp will generate the bulk campaign to not only print the letters for you, but somehow fold it, put it into an envelope, and then frank it for you and post it for you. Okay. And they're not expensive either. Okay. Then we've got probate. Very simple. Like I said, this isn't, I'm not reinventing the wheel here. I'm just selecting the strategies for lead generation. That is to say, finding as many off-market property deals out there as you can, and then saving it, and then contacting these people or these sellers in a bulk campaign. Okay. So we've got here the probate properties strategy. There's the general prospecting campaign and the estates in probate. Now, just maybe for your interest, we will click at these URLs just so we see what they look like and what your VA will be doing for you. So we've got the general prospecting. It's all it is that you can find a solicitor that deals with wills and probate that are in the area that you're looking for. Now, there are some solicitors that have several offices across the country, And so some of the listings might have more than one office. It's up to you if you want the VA to data scrape only the office in the city or area that you want to invest in, or all of the offices involved, okay? So my area, for example, is Sheffield. And we've got 315 solicitors to contact. For example, this one will have one office and 13 solicitors. So I am just, so I can show you what it will look like later on when we upload the file in Stannp. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. And then we need a contact person. So for example, we will contact Miss Apinar. Already you can see how many clickety steps your VA is likely going to be doing. Miss. Address 1. I'll just do this quickly just so I can show you exactly what tasks are involved. And what it looks like when we upload this later on Stannp. Okay. So that's using the Law Society website. We've also got the Gazette, and this is where we find the notices. So these are individual notices of diseased estates wherein you can contact the solicitors that is handling their the wills and probate of the estate. Okay. Now, I personally don't want to be doing this, but it's up to you if you want to. So you could say Sheffield. Now, I believe the notices on the Gazette are from 350 years, historical notices. So you don't want to be looking at all the years. So you just maybe want to see the last 6 months, okay? So this could be April of this year to thereabouts October. So we are going to be looking at the details of the executor. Okay, so this is what your VA will be data scraping. And she will be also data scraping the name of the in the estate, okay, the person named in the estate. But let's assume that we have data scraped it, okay, because I want to show you the other strategies. We've got, so we've done sold subject to contract, probate, and then unsold at auction. So in this strategy, you are simply going to be instructing the VA what area you would like to invest in. And if you have the URL of the auction house that you have in mind, you can type it in here, or you can let the VA do the work. And you can just simply say Sheffield, and you can also, here we go, Sheffield, and you can also say just maybe the last 2 auctions or the last 3 auctions, okay? And the VA can then just simply go Sheffield auctions property. And she knows to be looking for not the current and future auctions, but the sold and past unsold and past auctions. Okay. So the process is the same throughout, and you auction lots. Oh no, this is 1st of December. Sorry, guys. Okay, previous auctions, view results. Okay, 2020 October. And if there's any listing here that's shown as unsold, that's what the VA will data scrape and put in the CSV file. Okay, what do these letters look like? I can show you. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to upload the CSV files and the letters onto Stannp, and then I can show you what the letters contain. So first, I am going to save this as a CSV file. Okay, sample upload. Okay, how do we do this? So when you get onto Stannp and you log in, you see this dashboard, and you can upload the CSV file that you just saved onto here, mailing list, recipient groups. Okay. Okay, so I simply click on create a new group and import. It's pretty intuitive. It's easy enough to do. And here's my file, sample upload. And this is what it's going to look like. So Miss Charlotte Belma Akpinar, and these are the details. And what we do is import data. And that's our, of course, we only have one name on there, but you might have hundreds, okay? And then when we're ready to create a campaign, we click on send mail and then bulk campaigns, and then we create a new campaign. We select the A4 letter. You can also, by the way, do postcards. That can be another lead generation strategy, but that's not something that we will discuss today. You can upload a PDF, and I will show that to you right now, or you can get the VA to type it in directly. So let's say we do an upload PDF. One of the letter templates I've got is, did we say, let's say we do the sold subject to contract property. Okay. This is what it looks like. There are 3 letter templates that you can use for sold subject to contract. It's basically just congratulating them. It's a sneaky way of saying at the very bottom of the letter that, hey, if you do need to put it back on the market, why don't you call me, okay? So it's talking about, you know, you can organize a removal team. I can recommend so-and-so. But hey, if things don't work out, if you ever need someone to buy a property from you in the future, I'm your local property guy. Now, this is a template. I'll give you the editable Word doc. You can, of course, change the wordings in here if you think this is too informal or too buddy and you don't want to sound like that. You want to sound a little bit more helpful, for example, or sensitive. Then you can edit the content of and the wording of the letter. Your name down here, okay? The thing that your VA will need to do, and they will be taught how to do this is to then insert an, so you will see later on that the data that we entered in the CSV file will automatically generate in this field. But as you can see, there is no greetings in this letter. So that's because we need to enter this, which would be first name and last name. Okay. So we are going to say that we like this template. We are going to save and finish this. We are going to select this recipient group. Save selection. And it's downloaded the preview and it looks like this. So we've got here the address that we typed in there earlier. We have on here the letter template that we uploaded with your details or your wording on here. Okay. We simply then approve this campaign and we select when we'd like to post it, and that's it. That's done halfway across the globe by someone who's working for you remotely.